Journalist catches Carney lying while a Liberal MP publicly ridicules Poilievre in Parliament. This year's political landscape in Canada is marked by significant upheaval, particularly for the Liberal Party, now under the leadership of Mark Carney. Once viewed as a dominant force in Canadian politics, the party is encountering major challenges that threaten its stability. Carney, who succeeded Justin Trudeau, is facing growing skepticism from both the public and members within his own party. The confidence that once buoyed the Liberals is clearly waning, making it evident that the political tide is turning. Canadians are increasingly disillusioned with the current administration. Issues like surging inflation, skyrocketing housing costs, and deteriorating public safety are at the forefront of voters' concerns. Many feel that Carney and his government are out of touch with the realities of everyday life. This disconnect has led to a significant shift in public sentiment. The polished image that Trudeau carefully crafted over the years no longer aligns with the struggles faced by everyday Canadians. In response to this growing dissatisfaction, the Liberal Party has opted for a strategy focused primarily on attacking Conservative leader Pierre Poilievre. Rather than addressing the pressing challenges facing the nation, the Liberals have resorted to labeling Poilievre as dangerous or populist. This tactic appears to be a desperate attempt to divert attention from their own shortcomings. However, it is clear that this approach is not resonating with the electorate. Canadians are not easily swayed by smear tactics. They are acutely aware of the rising costs of living, especially when it comes to essentials like groceries, which have seen price increases of around 20%. Housing affordability has become a critical issue, with many struggling to find rental options that do not consume a significant portion of their income. This economic reality is causing voters to reevaluate their political choices, and many are turning to Poilievre as a voice for their frustrations. Poilievre's rising popularity can be attributed to his willingness to confront the issues that matter most to Canadians. Unlike the Liberal Party, which seems focused on image management, Poilievre is addressing crucial topics such as economic growth, public safety, and affordable housing. His straightforward communication style resonates with voters who are tired of political jargon and empty promises. They want leaders who acknowledge their struggles and provide clear, actionable solutions. One of the key aspects of Poilievre's platform is his commitment to addressing crime and public safety. Canadians are increasingly concerned about crime rates in their communities, and they are looking for leaders who will take decisive action. Poilievre has proposed initiatives aimed at cracking down on repeat offenders, reflecting a proactive approach to governance that many find appealing. This focus on safety is a clear contrast to the current government's perceived inaction. Moreover, Poilievre's stance on economic issues, particularly his opposition to the carbon tax, is gaining traction. Voters are feeling the pinch of rising costs, and many see the carbon tax as an additional burden that exacerbates their financial struggles. By advocating for its repeal, Poilievre is positioning himself as a champion for the average Canadian, further solidifying his appeal among frustrated constituents. Interestingly, despite facing heavy media scrutiny, Poilievre's message continues to resonate. He has been subjected to challenges, mockery, and intense questioning, yet he remains undeterred. This resilience is appealing to voters who are tired of leaders who appear more concerned with their public image than with substantive policy. Poilievre's willingness to engage with critics and defend his positions has earned him a reputation for authenticity, something that is increasingly rare in politics today. As the political climate shifts, the dynamics between Carney and Poilievre are becoming increasingly pivotal. Recent parliamentary exchanges have seen Liberal MPs publicly ridicule Poilievre, reflecting a sense of desperation within the party. Such tactics may be intended to undermine Poilievre's credibility, but they could backfire, reinforcing his position as a legitimate alternative to the Liberal leadership. Voters are watching these exchanges closely, and their perceptions of both parties are evolving as a result. The upcoming election is shaping up to be a critical juncture for Canadians. Many are eager to express their desire for change, and the momentum appears to be leaning towards Poilievre and the Conservative Party. This election will not just be about policies, it will be a referendum on the current administration's handling of pressing issues. Canadians are ready for a leadership that understands their struggles and is willing to take bold actions to improve their lives. The growing disconnect between the federal government and the citizens it represents is evident. Carney's administration may still hold power, but the enthusiasm that once characterized the Liberal Party is fading. The electorate is increasingly aware that they are being lectured rather than listened to. This shift in energy signals a desire for genuine leadership that prioritizes the needs of the people over political maneuvering. As Canadians reflect on their choices, it is clear that many are looking for leaders who acknowledge the realities of their lives. The frustration with the status quo is palpable, and Poilievre's straightforward approach is resonating with those who feel overlooked. His capacity to articulate the challenges facing Canadians and propose tangible solutions is positioning him as a formidable contender. Ultimately, the political landscape in Canada is evolving, and the upcoming election will serve as a litmus test for the public's appetite for change. The interplay between Carney and Poilievre will be closely watched as voters weigh their options. Canadians are ready to make their voices heard, and they are looking for leadership that reflects their values and addresses their concerns. In this climate of change, the stakes are high. The Liberal Party must adapt to the shifting political landscape or risk losing ground to a resurgent Conservative Party. Poilievre's emergence as a credible alternative to the established order is a clear indication that Canadians are seeking a new direction. As the election approaches, the political discourse will only intensify, reflecting the hopes and concerns of a nation ready for renewal.